Okay, we are back to streaming The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. This is day number 7 of streaming it. Um, I haven't streamed in a few days. I took some time off. Um, took some time off of work, so I also took those days to not stream as well. Just, kind of recuperate, relax, chill, hang out. I mostly watched TV shows.
Kira Metz. Sorceress told the Witcher about a masked mage. Syriot seemed to have taken shelter in his hideout. The Witcher set off to find it, with Kira in tow. Syriot never reached the elven mage, yet the Wild Hunt had. The ghostly retinue was one step ahead of Geralt, or so it seemed. The Witcher felt that all was lost, until Kira gave him a new lead. The Crones of Crookback Bog.
Okay. Yes, we're continuing with Johnny, and I have nothing to repair my sword with. Ooh, and it's low. I might end up having to switch to a random... Nope, none of those are silver, that's right. Alright, we'll figure it out. I think once I finish... How much gold do I have? Only 36. After I finish up with him, I might have to go see what I can get to repair my sword, and then see what I can get for selling.
Watch out!
Okay. Oh my gosh, really? Come on. I'm over here trying to dodge, and it won't even... Okay. Okay. And it won't even let me dodge. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Nope. Nope, not today. Ah. Come on. Okay, come on, Johnny. Let's go. I swear one of these days I will get better at the combat. I kind of just normally hack and slash it. I'll get better. Maybe. Okay.
Good. It's clear. Not a crone in sight. I need to sing to Gran. That ought to calm her. Little Johnny softly gazed, fire waning pale. Pop! A spark jumped out and whispered, "Listen, I'm a tale."
You got your voice back.
I did, though I seem to have lost an octave somewhere in the process. I shall look for it when I get home.
You're not allowed here, Johnny. You shouldn't have come.
Calm down, Gran. Don't get angry. It's not good for you.
The woman I asked about earlier.
Forgive me, Gran, but this fellow absolutely must talk to the ladies.
No, she's not allowed.
Please, it's important.
The fellow will be quiet. Gran, please hear me out. I found little Yagna when she got lost, did I not? Did I break Jenny's fever too? I did. I ask anything in return? No. Didn't even fuss about my stolen voice. Well, now I want something. Gran, help this fellow. Because otherwise he'll pester me day and night, even during potty time. His lass is missing. Perhaps the ladies can help find her, eh?
Well, since you put it that way, Johnny, I'll help him. Come with me. Johnny's a good lad. Though the ladies don't like him. No, foul creature, they say. Don't like him.
Who are the women in the tapestry?
Those are the ladies. Ladies lovely, with power over all. Beseech I thee, answer my call. Before you a worm crawls, wretched and small.
How dare you disturb our rest, woman?
I'm looking for the woman with ashen hair. I know you met her. Where is she?
Oh, he's impatient. Perhaps he only likes ashen-haired girls.
It's clear you met her. Tell me everything.
That was blunt. Well, perhaps it's for the best. Tell me, have you got bollocks? Do you fear woodland beasts?
Oh, hard times are upon this white-haired one. Brother has turned against brother. The land is soaked in blood. Evil reigns stronger than ever before.
A dark power has surfaced near Downwarren. It feeds on hatred and disdain. Destroy the beast, and we will be grateful. Tell you all we know about this ashen-haired maid.
Dark power? You need a knight-errant, or a witch hunter, not a witcher.
The alderman of Downwarren will tell you all. Remember to collect payment from him after you complete your task. And
Now, if I remember right,
it will bring you the
one of my friends is telling me, because in this section, so I've never been able to keep the Bloody Baron alive. He always, I know that he can, because there's a couple different ways the story ends with his story. So I believe either he commits suicide or he stays alive, but I've never been able to keep him alive in any of my playthroughs. And it's not that I purposely, well, it's not that I didn't know how, I just never made the choice, because all my playthroughs, obviously before on stream, were always,
Here it is. The dagger.
were always my choice, how I wanted to play it. So on the stream, I'm trying to do more of what the Witcher would choose, but in certain situations, like in the case for the Baron, I'm gonna, even if it's technically not the choice the Witcher would make, I'm going to make choices on certain outcomes to try to get a different one than what I've always gotten, just to experience it. So, in a way, it's not fully a playthrough of, like, how, based on, you know, Geralt's character in the books and stuff would react to it. So certain situations are going to be like that, and some are just going to be, I want to get the alternative scenario to happen. So... Okay, let's see here. Okay. Now let me see if there's shops where I'm going to go see the alderman. Because if so, there might be. I'll just run there. Because it's also close by. I'm going to see about selling a few things, try to repair my sword at the very least. I think my other equipment might be okay, but I definitely need the sword higher. Let's see here. Good, there is a merchant here. Hopefully he'll take my swords. There's a contract. Awesome.
Milk, freshly curdled milk. Eggs straight from the coop. Nary a trace of shit on them.
Ooh, let's do a card game.
Don't know that I'm gonna.
Try to win a little extra gold as well. Okay, we're all clear there. I always love doing many different playthroughs because it's always so different. So like, currently on my Switch, I haven't yet, either it's just because I didn't face them or I didn't beat them and just passed it and decided to come back later, but like, I don't have a Commander Horn yet in my Nilfgaard deck on my Switch, but I already have one in here. I also have 3 decoy cards in that one, and I think I only have 1 or 2 right now in this one. So it's always interesting how, like, no matter how many times you play the game, it's always different. Because you just decide, like, some of my playthroughs, I'm just like, you know what, I don't feel like playing against this person just yet, or, you know, things like that. But, like, my Switch version, I'm literally trying to do everything I can, which I've not done with this game yet, because usually, like, by the time I beat the story and do a bunch of side stuff, I'm kind of, like, not worn out from the game, but I'm like, okay, I'm ready to play something else. So, normally, I don't sit back and go through everything. So I'm hoping, I'm gonna hopefully be getting a gaming PC here soon, once my one buddy, he's gonna be stuck at work for a while, but he's gotta come back and see his kids, before they head off to a different state, so I'm hoping that, I'll be able to get his computer here in the next couple weeks, and then, I'm gonna check and see, so I know you can import your Steam or GOG save file from The Witcher to your Switch, but I'm wondering if you can switch it over. Because, well, no, because my Switch playthrough I'm much farther than this, so it wouldn't be able to work to the stream. So what I'm going to have to do is just play the PC version until I get caught up. So I might have some different things, but... And if I ever stop and what I'm doing and stuff like that, I've just had a lot of people messaging me today, so I'm always just replying back. So they passed. So the only thing I could pull back on this one is that it would knock down 3 points. I'd still win. Let's try that. Yep. Okay. So 1 point may not seem like a whole lot, but when I can add it into my other one and possibly dump in the Commander's Horn, it can be pretty good. Plus, let's see what I get. Yes, another one. So now I have to determine if I double up these guys, which will be 10, which monster cards, I believe, don't have Scorch cards. That would be 20. 6 and 8 is 14, that would be 24, so it's going to be beneficial going down on the bottom with the Commander's Horn, including the 1 extra point they each get, so it'd be 26. Yep, he had clear weather, good, so I definitely won. I love how, like, it can be so easy, but it can also be very intricate, the way Gwent is played, and I love it. I always gotta go out with a bang. Okay, now let's see what we can sell him.
Show me what you...
I always just skip the dialogue for that because we're just talking about selling things, yo. So the nice thing is now that this place also has... Okay... Now I got 108 gold, so I'm gonna fast travel and see. Oop, this way. Well, yeah, I'm gonna go fast travel first, try to get my stuff repaired, and then I can come right back to this place and do the mission, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need my silver sword for this. I haven't been there yet, so let's go to Crow's Perch. Give me 1 second here, I'm just replying to a friend. Almost done. I know it's taking a while. A couple of my friends are, normally I try not to talk about any. My goal with the stream, if it ever even becomes more than what it is now, I never want to talk about controversial subjects, or at least I don't want to give my points of view, just because whether I agree or disagree, I'm on one side or the other, it's pointless. The point of my channel, that I want my channel to be, is an escape from the real world, because more and more our entertainment is being overrun with things, and that's not to try to downplay the seriousness of certain things or the severity of them. It's just, in my opinion, entertainment is an escape. It's the reason it's entertainment. It's supposed to be to get away from real life. So, but one of my friends that I'm talking with is close to some riots, so I'm just always staying updated with him on everything, making sure he's good. But yeah, my goal is to not ever really discuss that stuff in either great detail or, like I said, give opinions. Just mentioning the fact that I was talking to him and that's the situation he's in, it, to me, is not a big deal, just because it's not taking a side, it's just stating a fact. He's near the riot, so I'm just staying updated with him on everything that's going on. Now this deck I have to be careful with, because this one I'm pretty sure has Scorch cards. So I'm going to try to keep them throwing out a bunch of cards, if I can. Hopefully they'll keep burning themselves down. Hey Stevie, what's going on? Thanks for joining the stream. Hey, what's up, Dom? Dude, what's going on? I haven't heard from you today. Good to hear from you now, though, and I know everything's okay. Let's see here. What can I do? I want to keep him pumping out stuff. Yeah, keep pumping out creatures. I'm doing good, doing good. I noticed, I really wanted to stream yesterday, and I thought about doing it. So, like, I think it was Tuesday night. Tuesday? No, Monday. Monday I was going to stream, but I ended up playing Rocket League with a couple of my friends who were away at work. But the internet hotel isn't that great, so we couldn't do a PS4 party chat. And I thought about streaming me playing, keeping the headset on, and then we were doing Discord chat through our phones. But the problem is like, even that speaker is hard to hear through, and I didn't want to have it too loud. So I ended up just not streaming that night, so I could keep the headset off and talk with them. So then I was going to stream Tuesday, but I ended up just not doing it. And then yesterday I just wanted one day where I wasn't streaming, I wasn't at work, so I literally just lounged around. I barely played any games. I played a little bit on my Switch, but I kind of I took a nap, I was just watching some TV, stayed away, kind of just basically disconnected from, I wasn't on Facebook a whole lot, I wasn't online really watching YouTube or anything. I kind of just dealt away. And honestly, it was amazing, and I think that I really needed that. Not that I'm depressed or I needed to something good, but it's always good to disconnect. It's always healthy to disconnect. So I did that, so that was really good. But I was like, I looked up today and I was like, okay, it's been 4 days since I streamed. I really need to stream. Not that I really have a whole lot of momentum going on right now, but I was like, I really need to stream. So I went ahead and decided to just keep streaming. So let's see here. I'm gonna have to do one more. Okay. The nice thing is I've got her at the bottom. I can pull out someone to heal. And how are you doing, by the way? That's rude of me. I should have asked after I explained that I was doing good. I should ask how you're doing. Hope everything's well with you. I hope their last card is not a Scorch card. I'm gonna hold off playing out my Commander Horn. Good. I'll crush them. And you know me, I always gotta go overkill as much as I can. Alright. So I beat him. I wonder if I get a card from him, which I'm sure I will. I did. Now I should play her and see if I can get a card from her.
How can I help you?
I've already played her. Okay, so now we can just go to the stack. So yeah, Dom, how's everything going, man? You doing good? Haven't heard from you in a while. Hope you're doing good as well, Stevie. So looks like I gotta get stuff repaired by him.
Who may ask?
Crazy busy and really tired. I'm sorry to hear that.
Need some more.
We got the weekend coming up here though. That's the nice thing is I took a couple days off. I go back to work just tomorrow and then I'll get the weekend off, so should be pretty good. Let's repair. Okay. Wow, this sword's gonna be 146 to repair everything, so let's do the swords first. Actually, that wasn't that bad.
So long.
Okay, so most of the armor's repaired, and that stuff's set, so let's go back and do that mission. I'm gonna try to see if I can finish up the Baron's stuff, and then go tackle a bunch of other side things. So, hopefully that'll give us more gold, I'll be able to purchase some more, repair kits. I get paid tomorrow too, so tomorrow I'm gonna pre-order the expansion for Pokemon Sword and Shield. Well, just Shield, because I don't have Sword, so I'm just getting the expansion for the one. But I'm gonna pre-order that. The Days of Play sales are going on right now. I need to buy another year of gold, or PS Plus, not gold, that's Xbox. I need to buy another year of PS Plus, and I'm gonna look at, I don't think there's really any games that are on there that I want. I'll have to double check and sort through. When I don't have money to currently purchase anything, I don't really pay attention too much, and then the day I have money, I'm like, okay, now it's time to look at it. It'll be nice, because this paycheck is the first one after I fix my car, so I'll be able to, I don't have any more money going to that anymore,
Nice
so.
village.
Not that I'm going to spend all of it. My goal is, I'm going to pay the bills I need to. I'm going to get my year plus, well, it's on sale for like 41. I'm going to get me the expansion for Sword and Shield, because that comes out on the 17th. And then what I'm going to do is probably get one item off my list
Didn't
for
know
my
you
streaming
belonged to
stuff.
them.
So,
So you know who sent me. Good. Easier that way.
Forgive me. I didn't know you came from the Ladies of the Wood.
They help you often?
From the time of his cutting, every man is theirs. They be harsh mistresses, but they're fair. Just. Demanding they can be, but then nothing in life comes easy. Who drove off the plaguey airs? Who gave us seeds to
did you end up purchasing the Bioshock
Round the
collection,
other
Stevie?
villages, they be eating the souls
I know
of
you were
their
talking about
goods,
that
whereas we
last
don't.
night.
We
I
get
think.
along well enough.
I'm supposed to help solve your problem. Tell me what it is. Just the essentials.
The war awoke an ancient power. An evil one that feeds on bloodshed. Nightmares haunt our nights and days. Folks sleepwalk from their homes, never to return. Under the tree on the Whispering Hillock they lie. Unburied, all fathers, sons, daughters, and mothers. Folk are afeared to move them. You must go there. The dark powers must be cast off.
Ladies of the Wood don't know what this power is.
They know all.
You got Persona
Old
5
Franklin
Royal,
claimed they'd be
Bioshock
punishing us.
Collection, Outer Worlds for
Folks
87
stopped
total, so it was a good deal.
respecting 'em.
Very, Outer
Some
Worlds
even
is
call 'em
fantastic.
witches.
I need to go through
But
and
must not
replay
be
it.
they,
I've only played it through the
for
once.
they sent you.
It was
I'll look
really,
around
really
the
good. I
Whispering
really
Hillock.
enjoyed it.
You be careful,
Bioshock
Mr.
Collection is for 11 or 12 bucks for the
Keep
3. It's a
this evil light.
steal. And Persona 5 Royal is fantastic. I know you said your sister got your Persona 5, so I'm glad you didn't start it though, because if you, the way I put it, I'm gonna pause it just so it's not open while I talk about this stuff. The way I explained it to my one friend, he was already halfway through Persona, and I was like, just finish it. Finish it before you get Royal and before you play Royal, because you're already invested in the story. They've made some great improvements and additions to the story, but if you're already into it, just finish what you're playing. Then eventually get Royal and play that. But if you hadn't played Royal at all, but you knew it was like, if you hadn't played Persona at all and you knew it was a game that you wanted to get, or like if you played the previous ones in the series, or you just looked at it and you were like, yeah, I just want to get this game, then I recommend going for Royal. Except for some people that are like, I want to try it first before I get it. Then 4 was on sale for $8, or yeah, 5 was on sale. The original 5 was on sale for $8, which is not bad. But for anyone that's just like, oh, I know I'll love it, just go right for Royal, because Royal is 5 already to me was a perfect game, and Royal is just, it's 11. It's up to everything to 11. It's fantastic. I'm very certain you'll love Bioshock and Outer Worlds. If you love Fallout, you're gonna love Outer Worlds, because it's Obsidian, so they're the ones that made the original Fallout 1 and 2, and then or a lot of the people in Obsidian were the ones that made Fallout 1 and 2, but they also made Fallout New Vegas, which was a great game. So Outer Worlds is excellent, because it's basically just, when I say futuristic, not like Fallout futuristic, but it's literally like sci-fi futuristic type Fallout, so it's great. It's coming out on the Switch too, I think, this month or next month or something like that. I'll get it for that at some point. Just give me 1 second. I have a bunch of friends that have been messaging me throughout the day, so I'm just responding to them. Okay, here we go. It's like today's been the day that I've been like receiving tons of messages from people and everything. Okay. So I'm trying to decide. So since I really don't do a lot of multiplayer gaming, like solo, without my friends, I either need to play the ones that I do have solo and just try to get good at playing solo because I'm so used to playing with friends. Oh my gosh. Or I need to find a different multiplayer game that I can play solo. What do you think?
Not good.
Okay. I'm trying to decide because, like, Rocket League is fun, but it's, you know, obviously all multiplayer games are just more fun when you can play with friends that you can chat with. Because, one, you're able to synchronize. So, like, I played a little bit of Rocket League by myself today. I did 4v4s just for fun. And that was horrendous because literally literally everybody was all over each other and didn't care that I was, you know, either me or somebody else was already up front and trying to do something. Oop, I'm pressing punch, I mean to press jump. Yeah, it was crazy. So you were stunned that BioShock was $11.99 and you're thinking about getting Rocket League. Yeah, it's been out long enough though, so I think you usually see really good deals on it. And Rocket League is so much fun, and if you'd be willing to be patient, oh, absolutely. I'm still learning the game. I am not great by any means. I'm making some great plays occasionally now, but I'm not fantastic at it.
Fang bites.
But yeah, absolutely. And then what we can do too is my buddy Derek, we call him Pinky, that's teaching me how to play. He'll happily teach you as well. We just, you know, he's ranked. He likes to get a little sweaty with it, but
come no closer.
I
know
just play for fun.
You come. Be gone. Be gone.
How you like that silver?
Be gone. The powers will not reflect.
Oh, come on.
Who are you?
I'm gonna grab this free point here real quick.
Place of power. It's gotta be.
Alright. Let's do this.
The powers that protect me, they sense whence you come.
we go. Okay.
Why have you come? Why spill this blood? Are you here to grant me death? Or is my freedom your wish?
You claim to be in prison. How so?
I am bound here in fetters of magic. I wandered endless, a labyrinth of thieves. The children, I know all. I know what awaits them. Free me, please. I must help.
If something threatens the orphans, I'll help them myself.
The children have been taken. Free me, please. I can be a gale, a gallop unchained. I shall see them. Only I can.
I can't decide.
See what.
You must come back. Beware my sentries.
Vanguard. Okay.
I'm back.
I've been waiting.
So I guess I have to say yes, and then I can do the part right. Trick her and kill her instead of freeing her.
At art ceremony,
So.
death looms for the orphans. Free me. I beg you. I can't help them.
Deal. I'll help you.
Imprisoned for years.
So remind me, Stevie, this is where I want to kill this creature, correct?
Break my fetters. Blood is my escape. A rite you must perform. With the black of raven feathers, the white of my bones, and a swift steed. An air wild and free, in meadows pasture cold, dark as a bottomless well, black as the depths of night. Such a beast, no other. Gather these and bring them here.
You usually don't throw that kind of money on games in one sitting, but you literally save more than you spent. You couldn't help it. Oh yeah, absolutely. That's the thing is like, when a new game's coming out and I absolutely want it, I pay full price, or I'll get special editions. So like, Persona 5 Royal, already knew I was getting it 100% guaranteed. I bought the $100 edition. When it comes to a bunch of games that I want, if I have the extra money and they're full price, I will slowly acquire them. But when there's a few games that I want and they're all on sale, absolutely I'll drop some serious dough on a bunch of games. Because you said you spent $87. You basically paid roughly in between a deluxe edition and ultimate edition price for, if you count the collection as 3 games, you basically got 5 games for the price of a deluxe edition. 1 deluxe edition.
Where'll I find your remains?
My bones, they lie in a solitary mound nearby, due west.
I'll gather what I need to free you, then return.
Gather and return to the Hillock's depths, to the tree's rotten heart. Pierce my heart, let blood flow to be born again. I must first be consumed.
Go now and return through the passage I have opened.
When the store said you were saving 140, it was crazy. Well, yeah, that's because I think Persona 5 Royal, if you bought the basic edition, then it's 60. Bioshock Collection, I think, is normally between 40 and 60. I want to say it's still normally 60 if you get it digital. And Outer Worlds is definitely still 60 because that just came out last year, so it's not been out for very long. So yeah, you saved a lot. It's definitely worth getting. Like, I love the Days of Play. That's usually where, like, I mean, I buy games throughout the year, and even when they have other sales, but the Days of Play is usually some of their best sales. That's usually where I get, like, if I'm buying multiple games at one time, it's usually during the Days of Play is when that happens.
Oh, good.
Wow.
Strange bones. Don't seem human to me.
You didn't see the point of spending 40 bucks more on Persona Royal Deluxe for some costumes. Not for the Deluxe. I want to say the Ultimate Edition. Let me look. It's not just costumes. There are some personas that are in the DLCs that are really, really cool. Which is, you don't have to get them. I love the game. I've already played it. I love the game, so I know. Let me see. Small workout. Oh, you're good, Dom. Let me see here. Now, Stevie, tell me this because I didn't pay attention. They released a Persona 5 Royal DLC bundle. For me, it was free, and it's all the DLC from the original Persona 5 that people paid for on that. So the deluxe edition. Yeah, that one's just the cosmetic. But if you did the Ultimate, which was, I think it's on sale for 75, so it's a lot more. That one gets you. Okay, yeah, nope. I see it here. The Ultimate Edition gets you that Royal Pack. That's all the DLC from the original game. So the Ultimate Edition gets you the Royal DLC pack and 6 additional DLC sets. The Royal DLC pack includes Costume Battle, Persona DLC found in the Persona 5 Royal Kasumi bundle, the Persona 5 Royal Battle bundle, and the Persona 5 Royal Persona bundle. You can buy all those separately too, I believe. Um, um, I think you can buy all those individually anyways, but the Persona bundles are worth getting because they're really cool Personas. Persona 5 Scramble would be really cool. We'll see if we get it. But yeah, since we're doing this late at night with the stream, Dom, maybe either once I'm finished with the stream, because I plan on streaming just till about 8 o'clock. Because I started a little bit after 6. If you want, I can either call or message you real quick. We can get my profile set up on your system, and then you can start downloading whatever games that I own that you want. We'd actually probably... I can text you what to sign in on, and then I can call you, because you'll have to sign in on my profile to download the games you want downloaded, and then once you're off, then I can log back in. So that's probably the route we should go. I'm gonna have to run all the way around the edge here. Yeah, that's probably the route we'll do that. And that way, maybe this weekend we can start doing some dual streaming or something. But I've got Rocket League downloaded, so, I mean, you could download Rocket League. I think that'd be pretty cool. You were confused by all the different DLCs. Yeah, I mean, they don't really explain much. Like, I didn't really see any videos and stuff about everything. Oh, that's level 20? Nope. Nope, 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 nope. I am not high enough for that. The one that gives you all the DLC from the original game, I didn't even know they were doing that. Like, I didn't read it in the description when I was purchasing the Ultimate Edition. So it was a surprise when I'd seen that.
Whoa!
But
Giddy up.
we'll I'll be able to look over everything and actually let me get the horse over to the Whispering Hillock, and I'll look up that stuff and I can tell you what each of the packs are that are separate, so you can decide if or when you want to get those. And then I'll keep playing after that. And yeah, Dom, if that works for you, since like I said, I'll stop streaming around 8, we can do that real quick, because I don't know how good your internet is, so that gives, you know, your system a couple of days or so to download games, and then maybe this weekend we can dual stream if you're available or something. Or at least just each be playing a different game or something and stream, chill in a party. Oh, no, you're fine. See if you're not distracting me. Let's see here.
Ready.
I'm always happy to help out a member of my streaming community.
Lay bones amidst the feathers. Place all beneath my heart. My heart you must pierce and break the steed.
Now, okay, real quick, Stevie, do I trick the being in the Being Destroyer, or do I just say, hey, I'm gonna kill you? Now, some of these I don't know if you're going to be able to purchase separately, just because I didn't purchase it since I bought the Ultimate Edition, the automatically came with it. So, the Legacy DLC bundle comes with all the additional content from the original Persona 5. All of it. So that's costumes and new personas and stuff. Yeah, I know I need to kill it. Do I trick it into thinking I'm helping it and kill it, or do I pick the last option that actually says, "Hey, I'm gonna kill you"? That's just what I want to make sure. I don't know if either one changes that scenario, since you're gonna kill it in both. The Royal Battle Bundle set. Just kill actual option. Okay, Dom. Just want to make sure. So before I get to that, so the Royal Battle Bundle, it gives you 2 guests in the challenge rooms. They're actually previous, I think it's Persona 3 and 4's protagonist. You get assist packs and extra battle sets, so they basically give you a few extra in-game items to start with. The Royal Kasumi Bundle is just cosmetic items for Kasumi, cosmetic sets. The Persona Bundle gives you Izanagi no Okami and the Picaro set, so it's just, they're the same Persona, they're just, their design or their color scheme is different. Then you get the female Orpheus and Orpheus Picaro set, and I believe the female Orpheus is from Persona 3, I want to say. You get the Athena and Athena Picaro set, and then you get Raoul, which is an alternate version of Arsene, which is the main protagonist, like his main fool persona. The tracksuit costume doesn't really matter. The Velvet Room, like the other costume stuff, doesn't really matter unless you care, because I personally don't change it's the outfits that are changed when you're in Mementos, which I don't really change any of that stuff, so it's up to you on the costumes. Now you can buy, like the Royal DLC bundle is all of that stuff, that alone is $60. So you can buy all of it under the one, or if you just want like the personas themselves, then just buy the Persona sets, the Persona DLC bundles. I don't think you can get the Royal Legacy bundle unless you purchase the full DLC option for the bundle, like the $60 option, for all the personas from the original game. Those ones, there's like, crap, I didn't even look, I think there might be 12. That number might be completely wrong. Let me go back and look just to make sure. That's the one thing I didn't do, was look at that when I looked at all the rest. I just told you that what it was. Oops, let me see. Oh, it doesn't say. I did look at it. It doesn't say what's in there, but yeah. So that's up to you.
I don't trust you. Don't believe you. I know I have to stop you. Destroy your...
So for, in my, like, the only reason, oops, I meant to put on the shield. Yeah, the only reason I selected the one for all was just because, it was cheaper that way. I don't care about the costumes, but it was cheaper for me to do that than to just buy the other stuff, like expense-wise overall. The Royal comes with all the DLC from the original game. The Royal Bundle does. I don't know what you get if you just buy just the normal game. Just like I said, it's only because I already had everything purchased with the Ultimate Edition, so like when I look at it, it just says free, you know, just, or it's already purchased. Log on. There we go. So Dom, I don't know if you have Persona 5, but you will. It said it came with all battle stuff. Okay. Yeah, Dom, you'll get the advantage of, you'll have... See, when I buy games, I generally buy all the DLC for them, because I am enjoying the games that I'm buying, and I want to have the full experience. So any game of mine that you download, you should have the DLC for. I don't think there's really too many that I don't have the DLCs for. Just not Royal? Well, now you'll be able to play Royal. Once, like, that's why I'm like super pumped, because not only will we be able to play games that you have played but you only have them on Xbox, we'll be able to play them on PS4, but there's games or versions that you don't have that I do, so that being one of them.
solved your problem. Just in case, though, avoid the Whispering Hillock for a while.
Cannot be. There's something lurking there.
An evil spirit had possessed a tree on the hill. It was responsible for the killings.
How'd ye dispel this evil?
Some being had come to possess the tree's heart. I destroyed the heart and its inhabitant.
So it were a ghost. Will it be back?
No. The crones, or the ladies of the wood as you call them, said to remind you about payment. Take it you know what they want?
I got some other cool like co-op games we can do, like to be able to get Rocket League, and then we can play that. Stevie's thinking about getting it. We can teach her how to play, and then we can all play it. I've got Ghost Recon Breakpoint, which is fun, but it sucks playing it solo, so we'd be able to play that. We can do Dark Souls and Bloodborne runs. We can do, you know, I got a bunch of other multiplayer games. So I've got all the Resident Evils, so we could do 5 and 6. Dude, we can do Resident Evil 5 and 6.
What the hell was that?
Like, we can do co-op on there.
You're a stranger. You don't know life here. It's honest pay for their protection.
So, all those ears in the woods.
Put it out your mind, Master. You soon be leaving, and we must tarry on, our young'uns and their young'uns after 'em. No gods nor masters watch over Velen. The land is no man's. He who wants to survive must seek his own protectors.
Sheathe your weapon, young man.
You've never loved me in real life.
In real life, you're different than you were in the tapestry.
Well, bring it here.
You can bring it, not old bliss.
Alright, dude, sounds good. Alright, you gonna do Kingdom Hearts? I'll plug my phone in, I'll watch yours while I'm doing mine. You're supporting me, I'll support you.
Never seek to cross us again.
We shall forgive you this transgression, for you've done well. Your children are plump as piglets, sweet as caramel.
But now we must talk to our white-haired friend.
How you doing, Fortnite? Gotcha.
I know that, Mark. This is Anna, the wife of the Baron of Crow's Perch.
She belongs to no man.
A fruit ripened in her womb. A fruit sprouted from seeds sown by a man she detested.
We helped her. She agreed to serve.
She bears the mark. She is ours. Come. It is another woman who interests you. Speak, white-haired one.
Our deal. I did my part, now you do yours.
A word once given, we never break.
The girl.
How far are you now in The Witcher, Stevie? I don't think I've asked lately.
Thin as a rail, terrified, exhausted. She could barely stand the poor thing.
We cared for her as best we could.
Like she was our own daughter.
Wasted affection. She proved a very naughty girl.
Mischievous, stubborn, and selfish.
Novigrad. What level is Geralt in your playthrough? What's the current main story mission that you're on?
Don't believe you. They say you always keep your word, so tell me everything, exactly as it happened.
We shall tell you, brave boy.
Pretty sure you're probably around where I am in my Switch playthrough, or somewhere close to it, if you're in Novigrad.
We knew someone supposed to arrive. We let beast and players saw the omens.
We would glimpse her likeness, a mirage in a puddle. She came from the lower swamp.
We knew not at first it was her the omens had spoken of.
A child of the elder blood. The same seed that would burst into flame.
She fell into our hands.
Elder blood!
The blood of the traitress.
Just a nearby to go party. Okay. You're that one. That's such a good mission.
Does she sleep?
Like a lamb.
Come, sisters, no point in dawdling. The table's set. The cauldron bubbles.
We cannot. You know she is meant for him.
Imlerith will get her. He will, but not whole.
Well said. We'll just have a sample.
I'll take her feet. Lovely. Plump. Perfect for a broth.
I can taste it already. Very well. Get on with it.
Oh, you'll regret that, girl. Regret it dearly.
Wow, they hit hard. Actually, I don't even think I have to fight this. I think I just gotta flee, literally. Oh yeah. That's all I had to do was just get up here. Here I am trying to fight. I don't need to fight.
Tried to kill her. Tried to butcher her like an animal and eat her.
Her blood. The taste brought back memories of our youth.
Elder blood.
extraordinary girl. But you know that.
Such a shame she fled.
You tried to kill her. Can't forgive you for that.
Waste of words.
Our fates are bound true. But now is not the time for that to bear fruit.
Now you shall chase shadows and wander midst fog.
Each time you see her, she will be a mirage.
And if you find her, if the girl will die.
You see you, handsome knight.
Very soon.
Alright.
What my man's got, eh? Not half that.
Spice cider for you? Or a bit of dry curd? Me lad, it's not exactly bursting, but what I got sure to please.
Like to take a look. Farewell.
Alright, let's go. When do you think you'll be starting Persona 5, Stevie? Once you're gonna wait till you finish The Witcher so you're not doing 2 very long RPGs? I will give you a heads up, so I've already obviously have played Persona 5. Royal still took me just shy of 100 hours to beat. So that's with all the new additions and stuff, so you probably will take a little bit longer than that, so just so you know what you're getting into. It's amazing. It's non-stop, incredible. I just want you to be aware how long it is. It's a time investment, but it's so worth it. There is there's one Persona for certain that you cannot get, I believe, until you do 2 playthroughs. You'll get it in your second one, in your New Game Plus. There's some other things that may or may not be able to acquire in there as well, so.
Where is she? Why have you not returned with her?
She's in Crookback Bog. Got food, a place to live, and keeps
Don't hate
herself busy.
No, you're fine.
I bet she had the
I just thought I'd let you
desire
know,
to
like, The Witcher is a huge time investment, and so is Persona, but at least I always like to play a couple of games at the same time, because then when I'm not feeling like one, or I'm stuck on something, I can go play something else, and then come back to it after I let my mind ease on the one game. So, no, there's no problem at all playing the 2.
You believe I alone am at fault for what happened here?
Now, do I have to be careful with what I say to him here too? Try not to basically just stick it in his face that he's a piece of trash. Does that affect what's happening? You're sort of feeling a little burnout on The Witcher because work is hectic. That's understandable. Just don't. The only thing I'll say is just don't go too long. Don't go too long without playing it, because you don't want to have it go for so long and then you're like, all right, let me start it over, or I don't remember what I'm doing or picking up where I left off or whatever like that. So, you said yes. Are you saying yes to? I got to be careful with what I say. Like, I want to I say yes to this or no. I want to make sure that I'm not sticking it to his face. Correct? I'm not being a douche. That's the yes, right? Careful with what you say. Okay.
Doesn't matter what I believe.
Yet, looking at you, I see contempt. Can't speak for the world you witches inhabit, but in ours, nothing is ever black and white.
Probably gonna say you're not the only one to blame. All right, then. I'm willing to hear your side of the story.
With Annie, it was love at first sight. A spear tore through my shoulder at the Battle of Anchor. She tended to my wound. Once I recovered, I asked her to marry me. She wept with joy. Soon after, Tamara was born. And after that, they sent me to Sidaris. The warlord had risen against King Ethan, and Foltest sent help. It was one battle to the next, one conflict after another. It was a life of war. I was seldom home, and I found comfort in drink. Grew so fond of hooch, I couldn't part with it when I did get home.
I had Chick-fil-A for lunch today with lemonade. Oh, so good.
All right.
I always get their spicy chicken deluxe with
I went from front to front,
pepper jack, Monterey Jack they put on it. Oh, it's so good.
While Anna sat alone with a maid for months. Later, I learned she'd not been so alone after all. For nearly 3 years, she'd found comfort in the arms of one Evan, a childhood friend, a dog's bunghole. Understand, damn it? One tussle in the hay I'd have waved aside, put it out of my mind. But the woman cuckolded me for years, without a whisker of concern for me, for my love.
How'd you find
Chick-fil-A's
out?
so good. Their waffle fries are amazing. Their lemonade's amazing. Everything there is just amazing. But yeah, I always get the spicy chicken deluxe with no tomato. I don't like tomatoes.
Felt like I'd been rammed in the arse by a horse. I went to find the bugger, to get the girls back, bring them home. Yet soon as I saw him, something turned inside me, something dark. I slaughtered the shit-eating twat and fed his carcass to the
I get paid
dogs.
tomorrow, so I think tomorrow I'm doing pizza for dinner, and then
Imagine Emma wasn't
this weekend might go to the
exactly
store, pick
pleased.
up some snacks,
Don't you
some more
understand
beverages
what
for
I'm about?
gaming. We'll
She
see.
flew into a fit, hysteria, threw herself at me, kicking and clawing. Finally grabbed a knife. It would have been the end of me if I'd not leapt aside. It was the first time I hit her. I had to calm her. Felt I had no other means. Things changed. They would never be the same. Anna tried to take her own life, and mine, several times. She would prod me, goad me, taunt me, in the hope I would hit her again, perhaps. She'd scream that I'd robbed her life of love, that I'd destroyed
Coke cans
the
around so
idea
you are.
for her and
I
sent her
like
to
getting the
kill.
bottles,
How many times I've
just
been
cause
rejoiced. How many
this
armfuls
is
of
terrible
balloons
to
and
admit.
gifts I brought.
I bought the cans for a while, but like I burned through them so quick With the bottles, for some reason, I just go a little bit slower on drinking them. I think because I can just reseal it and throw it back in the fridge. Where the Coke cans, once it's open, I mean, if you don't want it to go flat, you gotta drink it. Or at least the bottles will last a couple days, because you can reclose them and throw them in the fridge. But it sucks because around here, vanilla Coke, you can only get it in the can, and vanilla Coke's my favorite, so... Maybe what I'll do is I'll get like a 6-pack or a couple 6-packs of the bottles, and then a sleeve of the vanilla Coke, so at least I can like alternate, and they'll last a while, but I don't burn through them so quick.
You're right. Faults on both sides, yours and hers.
I'm content that you finally see that. Very well then. If you won't bring Anna home, you might at least tell me how she landed in that blasted swamp.
She made a pact with the crones and, well, I think she might have lost her mind.
A pact? What the bloody hell?
She was with child, a child she didn't want to bear. Went to the crones for help. They promised to rid her of the problem in exchange for a year of her service. And they kept their word, in their own twisted way.
What do you mean?
Anna must have thought the child inside her would somehow disappear. Instead, the crones sapped her of strength, and ultimately forced her body to miscarry. I think that's when she started to lose her mind. Then they placed magic tethers on her, tethers that cause great pain when tested. A guarantee she'll pay off her debt.
A pact with witches? Bloody nightmare, sounds like some jest. We must get her out. We can't leave her there.
Venturing into the swamp, even with armed men, is just a bad idea. It's a dangerous place inherently. I think those crones are a greater threat than anyone realizes.
I'll not sit on my arse waiting for them to return her. Would you wait? Count on their mercy if they had your daughter?
Probably not, but I'm a witcher.
And I'm a husband and a father who's fought of his life and the lives of his loved ones. I'll gather my men, go there and retrieve Anna.
We had a deal. I've done my part. Your turn to do yours.
The word once given. Now what did I last?
Basilisk. It had just attacked you.
Ah, right. Gargantuan. One solid brute.
Yeah, Coke is my favorite. Vanilla Coke, I love the orange vanilla Coke. Then obviously regular Coke. I prefer cherry Pepsi over cherry vanilla. Cherry vanilla, or cherry Coke, gives me a headache for some reason. Cherry Pepsi doesn't.
Right in
But
front of us. I thought we'd breathe the last.
Watch out!
If I don't survive this, you're to take whatever you want from the fortress.
You'll survive!
Let's show this bastard what we're worth.
ow. Orange vanilla Coke surprisingly awesome. Yeah, I really enjoy it. It's like a creamsicle Coke float, basically, is how it tastes.
Damn it! I can't leave him like that.
Ciri's such a badass. This game is just incredible. I love it. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stream until Dom's done with his. That way me and him can do our stuff afterwards.
You have everything?
Yes, thank you.
What you did for me, I shall never forget it.
You helped me as well. When your man brought me here. You fed me, cared for me, had my wounds looked after. We're even now.
You needn't leave. You're in good company here. We'll always have a warm corner for you.
I must leave. Wraiths pursue me. The Wild Hunt. I was foolish to use the power. They're sure to have caught my scent.
The Wild Hunt? Pursuing you?
I'll endanger all of you by remaining here. You must tell the people to bar their doors and windows. And no one is to wander the night.
You? Where do you think you're going?
Now, I ride for Novigrad. And then who knows where.
She mounted and rode off. It grew awfully empty without her.
So there's a chance Ciri's still in Novigrad. Thanks for helping her.
It's nothing. Now you've learned what you wanted to know, you must be in a hurry. But, if you could...
Spit it out.
I want to go get Anna. Free her, bring her back. I don't believe she's there willingly.
Must have not heard me. Any journey into the swamp is suicide.
I heard you, which is why I could use your aid. I've no more tales of Ciri to offer you, but go with me and I'll be generous with what I do have. Very generous.
Extra coin never hurt.
Ha! True indeed. I'll round up my men and ride to Downwarren. You can join us there.
Fine. Sounds good.
There you are.
Sorry,
What was that?
You tell me. Man or monster? My men call him Uma and say he's a beast. But he seems a man to me. Just hideous as Ardle's shit.
Doesn't look like a monster, but my medallion's trembling. Strange. Where'd you find him?
Funny story, actually. I won it in a game of cards.
Funny story. How so?
Went to Novigrad once to rest, indulge in the city's pleasures. Stayed at a tavern, and some folk there were playing, so I joined in. Cards were kind that day. Had one devilish hand after another. Robbed the whoresons blind. One fellow, the merchants, took it especially hard. He'd gambled away everything he'd brought from Skellige. Wanted terribly to play another hand, so I agreed. Asked him what he had to wager, and he showed me that sideshow. Not much in it for me, but fuck it, I thought. I'll give the man a chance to win something back. Luck was not with him, and Uma wound up here at Crow's Perch. End of story.
Proper Baron now. Even got a jester.
Aye, though I feel something's not right with him.
How so?
Well, he seems more beast than man. But there's wisdom, cunning in the bastard's eyes. Or maybe I'm imagining it. Ever run into anything like it?
No, but he doesn't look dangerous.
I guess that's that. Doesn't eat much, so as long as he's no trouble, the boys might as well have some diversion.
Time I was on my way. So long.
Farewell. I hope you find your daughter. And prove a good father to her.
We're gonna go help the Baron. Since we're only one level away from that one, I figure we'll just go do it now. Normally I would have gone and done a bunch of other side missions and stuff to level up, but we'll just go do it. We're not too far away. That way we can just finish up, hopefully finish up his story tonight. This is like why I can't wait until I get my PC and streaming stuff and editing, basic editing software, because I'd be able to do all those side missions and turn it into just a regular video that I can upload to YouTube and then like stream. So like my goal would be to like upload one video a day and then maybe stream on other days or something, so that way people get time to watch that video and be like, oh, this is what he did during this, and then this is where we're at, kind of thing. I don't know. With The Witcher, it's like so hard to do that for the missions because like the main story and like side quests and stuff almost feel like main story missions, so it's almost hard to tell where they kind of begin and end.
Why the devil are there witch hunters here to start with? They didn't ride from Novigrad to hang two blob tits, did they?
I don't know, my lord.
They say where they were headed?
Geralt! Good, you've arrived. Can't draw any meaning from this rabble's bawling. Perhaps they talk some sense after a few lashes. Well, spit it out. Where'd they go?
To the village in the swamp, my lord. Lass rode with him, asking after her mother, Constant.
Lass? We must go there at once, Geralt.
Agreed.
I'll gather my men. Fall in! With the swamp to cross and our cursed crowns to hunt down. Ploughing swamp. Pox-ridden air promotes brain rot in the peasants. Crowns, fuck me. What will these hayseeds think of next?
The crones exist. You'll know that soon enough.
Right. More likely some mad old wenches making mincemeat of peasant minds. Likely Anna agreed to stay with them. Care for them out of the kindness of her heart. Good as gold, that one. Always.
of the sound effects aren't registering on them. Oh, are you serious? My sword's already that low. And I don't have anything to repair it on. Fuck. It's at 50%.
Seen that many all at once in a while. We shouldn't have come here. Got no business traipsing about. Managed the one time, but who the hell knows what we'll find deeper in? That fair talking. Through you, brawny bird. Who? Me?
I think the music stopped too. I think I might have hit a little bug or something.
Alright boys, let's move on. At pace, show these horrors who's in charge.
Come on, call sword. Okay. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna try backing out and reloading that save file because that volume stuff is starting to bother me. Where it's like there's no music, some of my hits aren't registering, some of the menu sounds and stuff aren't happening. I'm hoping it's not a permanent thing in that save file now. So that would suck.
Found her and took her to the Baron, Vellon's self-appointed ruler. The warlord took the young woman in, had her nursed back to health, then sent her on her way to Novigrad.
I'm hoping that'll be enough to fix it.
What the? Water hags. Where's a horror like that come from? A wench that's had too much hooch turns into that. The next time you think to give
I heard a little bit of music and then it disappeared again.
Witcher, why are you here?
Nope. Maybe it's just this mission or this area. If this continues on tomorrow, I'm gonna have to delete the game and re-download it so that way it'll get the patch re-downloaded.
Witcher, change your mind. How much did my father pay you?
Don't think you have anything to fear. Brought your new friends with you.
I have no fear, for the eternal fire protects me.
Won't need to protect you from me.
Tamara, dear daughter, you return after all. Come, don't deny me this embrace.
Stay away from me. I've
That's
come
okay.
from
I mean,
I'd
I'd be
like
able to
you
set
all
it
see her
to
rot
like
in this
re-download tonight,
What
and it
the
would be
hell do you
done
think I'm
long by
here
the time
to
I get
take
home
out
tomorrow.
home?
I'd check on it at lunch, and then it'd be ready after work. So
Never. I'll not let you.
You've a right to be cross. I was not the best husband, the best father, I know. But I've changed. Ask anyone. Geralt, come, tell her.
Your father, he wants to find his wife, your mother. Really?
He pay you much to be his yes man.
Verily I say unto you that ire and vehemence can lead to naught but one's downfall.
Who the bloody hell is this?
And who are you to ask so crudely?
This is my commander.
And that should be of no concern to a drunken swine.
Tamara, you stand with their kind now. Perhaps you'd have them torture and hang your own father.
You're not my father, and I care not a bit what befalls you.
I remind you we've a matter to resolve here.
no,
Will you help us?
anyone that has PlayStation Plus, I think you have a limited amount of storage. Anyways, you just get more, but your save file, I would just save it to the cloud storage data, and then after I re-download the game, I would just make sure I re-download the storage data.
Search the village.
So, nope, wouldn't lose save data.
Don't.
So like even those sounds and stuff aren't there.
Over here!
Yeah, I'm hoping it's just
Get back, stinky head. Gingerbread loaf, freshly
I'm hoping it's
baked
just
and
this
hot.
mission that did it, because it happened all of a sudden in here.
Clean as a whistle, fresh as a daisy. Go on, whip me. I made it too little. I nibbled it, but just to see if it's firm. But it's fresh, salty, bitty.
Oh, mother.
Yeah, I think you got a small amount of room anyways, but I want to say with PlayStation Plus, I think you get 10 gigs of storage for save files, and save files never get that huge, you know. There are maybe, well, the largest one might be like a few hundred megabytes or something.
You
Maybe,
recognize me.
if that. I might even be completely wrong on that. It might just be double digits on the megabytes,
What's
but
happened to her?
I said I'd do it all. Give it here. I'll scrub it again. Scrub it clean.
Mother!
Something's coming. Get ready.
What was that?
Wolves, perhaps.
Didn't sound like wolves.
Because it wasn't. Get ready.
They shall kill me. Kill you, kill all.
yeah, all you have to do is, when you're at the dashboard, oh shit, when you're highlighted on the game, you just press the options button, and, you'll see a thing for upload, download, save data, and that's where you can manually upload it. Some of the games it will automatically upload, some it doesn't for some reason, but you just manually upload it through there, and then if you re-download the game later on or something, you just manually select to re-download it. I believe once it's on your system, even if you delete the game itself, the save file's still there anyways, but it's always good to just make sure, you know. Oh, I got this guy stuck in a loop. Let's just hammer him down until he's dead. Just take advantage of this. Oh, dang it. Well, I got him whittled down quite a bit. Here we go, here we go. Got him again, got him again. Whew, that was awesome.
What was that? Looked a fiend to me.
Yeah, sorry Dom, I missed seeing if you guys won because I was in the middle of hacking and slashing that thing. Did you guys do it?
When will it end? Look what they've done to her. Are they not satisfied? Enough! I'm taking her away.
She's my wife. She'll return home with me. You're welcome to come with us if you wish.
Don't touch her. We leave this cursed place now.
She's sick, weakened. Where would you take her in this state? Oxenfurt? It would mean her death.
I know how to care for my mother.
She's not a rag doll to be ripped from hand to hand. Let her decide.
Bye. Bye for dinner. Mood pie.
She's incapable of deciding anything just now.
A dark spell. It must be. Help her, Witcher. I beg you.
This is no dark spell, I'm afraid.
Well, what is it then?
She's been through a lot. Lost a child, was carried off by a fiend, lived in the Crone's village taking care of children who are now gone. It's left its mark, as it would on anyone.
So it's hopeless. You can't help her. She's to be like this.
I'm sorry.
I know a hermit. A very wise man with a gift for healing. Met him some time past. Lives in the Blue Mountains. I shall take her there.
Might be worth a shot.
I shall go with you.
That's impossible, sadly.
Why?
You have duties. Duties deriving from your commitment to the Church of the Eternal Fire. Once we finish our work in Velen, we return to Oxenfurt.
You said you'd save my mother.
And I kept my word. Your father can care for her now.
He care? You know him. You know what he did to her.
He swears to be a changed man. And in his eyes I see true sorrow. Remorse for his sins. He will care for her. And you've a new life and new duties. To the Eternal Fire.
Fear not. All will be well. I will not touch drink. I will find the hermit. And once she is herself again, we will find you.
Swear it.
You have my word, child.
Witchers were made to kill monsters. It doesn't matter.
I've never seen that version of it. It's interesting.
The coin has to be right. That's all. Witchers don't debate. Their conscience plays no part. They just get on with it, then pick up the coin pouch tossed at their feet and set off on their way. Folk don't expect Witchers to save them from themselves.
Thank you, Witcher. Despite all.
May the Eternal Fire guide and protect you.
Farewell.
Alright.
You were right.
Time time to loot everything I can.
Leave me be. Do nothing more. I didn't know for this job if she can be helped.
Yeah, it's some kind of glitch. I didn't even get the notification sounds for the level up. Something's not right. I hope I can figure that out. Okay, let's see. So far, I've never seen the other ending. How does the bear die? So, honestly, now I'm not sure about, I'm not sure what other choices I make, but, basically, when you go to rescue Anna, she, like, turns into, like, basically like a water hag, because the crones cursed her when you tried to, take her away. And you'd, like, basically you're a dick to the Baron all the time too with your dialogue options, and then you're able to break the curse, but when you break the curse, she dies. So the Baron gets upset. When you go back to, it gives you, I think, a quest to go back to Crow's Perch, and he hung himself out in one of the trees, and he passes. So yeah, that's how he goes. In the bad option. So clearly, he's alive here because he saved his wife. So, or maybe not necessarily saved her, but she's alive. So, you know, I consider that saving. Let's see here. So I go behind me. So right there. Okay. Oh, quest. We're not doing any of this stuff yet. Let's go work on these things. First I'm gonna go, actually I'll go visit Crow's Perch so I can repair some stuff. I will see if I can see the Baron there. Yeah, I think there's many different choices you can make, but either the Baron lives or the Baron dies, and I think he dies the same way all the time as he commits suicide. So... I'll wait and sell everything at the blacksmith, actually.
Right, give me the coin. Tails, we clean the shit out of it.
Yeah, I might have to delete the game because I think it's like there's no background music playing right now either still. That sucks. You pity the Baron? Yeah, that's not really strange because they made him in a way to be pitied. There's just so much depth to these side characters, and they're so like humanized, realistic, and they give you a lot of choices to make. And there are choices that you make and you don't realize like they're going to impact you so much further down the road, which I think is really, really cool. You may not always realize that, but that's at 100. That's down. Let's go ahead and do it all now. Okay.
So long.
See if I can go see the Baron.
Ah, Witcher. Greetings. Baron's not here. Rode off to find a healer. For the wife, naturally.
I know. Seen what's happening outside the gates?
What do you mean? Baron left me in command. Told the boys to set things right, put them in order. The new order.
They're murdering and pillaging.
That is the new order. And I don't give a flying fuck if you like it or not.
Curd. Ah, curd. That would hit the spot.
Nothing here for you.
Oh man, I'm about to kill that dude right now. Okay.
Ever eaten tree bark? Hold on.
I was wondering if there's a way to, like, I don't know if turning it off and on would help, but I guess not. I'll just have to deal with deleting it tonight and redoing it, which is fine. Alright. Let's see here.
Try to win them all, but you won't.
Looking for a hunter named Neelan.
Found him. What do you want?
Hear about your notice. I'm a witcher. When do you last see your wife?
5 days passed. 'Fore dawn. On my way out to hunt, she were asleep. I come back. Found no sign of her.
Maybe she went to the neighboring village. Forgot to tell you.
No. My sister were never gone this long before.
Tried looking for her?
Asked around the village, none saw her.
I don't know if you've done this mission, but you remember me, I don't know if you remember this either, back in one of the streams when we went and visited Kira Metz, and I said that there's a lady in the crowd that is part of a side mission. That's the lady.
I'll look in the woods. You might have missed something. Ask around, too. She have any friends?
Hannah keeps to herself mostly. Watches the blacksmith's young'uns at times. And in the village, Glenna, the butcher's wife, she likes her best.
Thanks. I'll try to find her, but no promises.
Dribbling.
Greetings. You Glenna?
Aye. But gristle and marrow is all I'm willing to sell, and you'll have to wait till I'm done carving it.
Wanted to talk to you about Hannah. Hear you were friendly.
She come by at times. We talk.
She seems strange lately. Any idea where she might have gone?
Strange. No? A cheerful soul always. If I'm to judge, it's the wolves got her. Been howling the nights through lately. Even the Baron's men are feared to come by. Hannah must have gone to the wood to gather mushrooms, maybe. Strayed too deep and the howler's got her.
You the butcher's wife?
Butcher? Please. Might have called him a butcher when we lived in the shade of Novigrad's walls. Now he deals in carrion, fallen animals. Their bones still fit for soup. So, buying something?
Thanks. Farewell.
I don't know if I mentioned any of this before, Stevie, or if it was any other streams or whatever, but I'm thinking about changing up my gamer tag, so I would end up changing up the name of
It's sharp.
my YouTube channel and stuff like
Need
that.
to talk to your father.
I forged swords once. Now it's sides and O's. For good arms, you'll need to go to Novigrad.
Wanted to ask you about Hannah. Heard she looked after your children.
Aunt Hannah? Do you know where she is?
No, that's why I'm here. She maybe tell you where she was going, or anything else?
I'm tossing around a bunch of different things to change to, and I'm not sure about them yet.
I saw her go to the forest with another lady. It was dawn almost. I'd gone out so I wouldn't wet the pallet.
The forest? She's done for.
Why?
A huge pack roams the area. None from the village dares go in the forest. Neelan's only one not afeared, but then he's a hunter.
Did you get a good look at the other woman? Know who it was?
No. She walked in front of Aunt Hannah. I couldn't see.
Thanks. Farewell.
Ow! That hurt! Witcher?
What are you doing here? Shouldn't be in the forest alone.
I came to tell you. You needn't look for Hannah. She'd have returned long past were she alive. I'll pay you twice Neelan's pledge. Just tell the man his Hannah's dead.
Don't want to know what happened to her?
I've no illusions, Witcher. In Velen, you're gone as long as she's been. You don't come back. Hannah's dead for certain. Neelan ought to accept his loss. Move on with his life.
I don't know what choice to make. Usually I always choose to go find her. Well, I did say normally I'm going to make choices that the Witcher would make, but in certain situations where I always make the same choice regardless, that I will make opposite choices, and I always choose to go continue to look for her, so...
You could be right.
Thank you. My sister, she'd appreciate you giving her man the chance to start anew.
Me again. You're about your wife. Sorry to have to tell you. Your wife's dead. Went too deep into the woods. Wild animals got her.
Folks said that's what happened, but we dared to hope.
I'm sorry.
I thank you anyway. At least now I know her fate. Your pay.
Thank you. And take care. It gets easier.
Yeah, there's that one. Let's go work on this. Yeah, I'll fast travel to Mid-Cops, because it's a little bit closer. Let me see what this dude's selling, actually. Let me see what the merchants are selling before I disappear.
Buying or just perusing?
Show me what...
Oh, he's the one I sold my old outfit to. Huh.
So long.
Are you still there, Stevie, or you haven't said anything in a while?
Greetings. Hard to say.
As have I.
Let's go here.
Take it.
He doesn't have anything to purchase.
Farewell.
We'll...
Okay.
Dribbling.
The rats, why did he need them?
Kira, what are you doing?
Geralt! You gave me quite a start.
This the lamp from the elf's hideout? And what's this about rats?
Nothing important. I'll explain later. Now tell me, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Mentioned you wanted something from me.
I did, and still do. The cursed isle on Lake Windammer. You've heard of it, I'm sure. The local peasants mumble incessantly about it, about the wraiths that haunt it. They claim none who go there return.
I managed to. But while on the island, I did sense something strange. How'd it come to be cursed?
That's what I don't know. I must break this spell, yet I've been unable to identify its source.
Gotta know something.
Scraps. The curse is somehow linked to the tower where Serard, the lord of these lands, took refuge when Nilfgaard invaded. Claims in the village are that peasants, desperate of hunger, sailed to Fyke Isle to beg for food. Met their end there. It was a massacre. So, will you please help me lift this curse? You're so good at these things.
All right, I'll help.
I knew you'd find it irresistible. Naturally, you'll need to sail to Fyke Isle.
Fine. What then?
Well, the spirits who wander the isle, you must establish a rapport with them. Don't know how, but they could point us in the direction of the curse's source.
Think they'll be willing to chat?
Of course. Provided you take my magic lamp with you. I shall let you keep it afterwards in appreciation. You'll find it quite useful, I'm sure.
How's the lamp actually work? I mean, do I just rub it, or do I have to do something, magical?
You needn't even rub. Just place it where you find bones and hear whispers. I suppose I should warn you, it might not be the most pleasant experience.
Figured as much. Tell you all about it later, maybe skip the drastic bits.
You'll need to do neither. I'll give you a Xenovox. It's a bauble that will let us speak over some distance. You will tell me what you see, and I shall tell you what to do and look for.
I need to know anything else before I go?
No, that is all. Oh, go already. I can't wait to see what you discover on Fire Kyle. Just be sure to come and see me afterwards. And Geralt. Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to save it here and end the stream here for tonight. I appreciate everyone that stopped by, and if anyone stopped by and didn't pop in the chat, feel free next time. Feel free to subscribe as well, and make sure to turn on notifications so you know when I go live. I didn't stream the last 4 days, but I plan on doing it pretty regularly from here. I just took a break, so thanks for coming and checking it out, and I'll see you on the next one.